We're live. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. CJ and I are here as Monty takes the sabbatical. It's only a couple days sabbatical, though. He doesn't get like a whole quarter or anything. But we are here to bring you the Daily Crypto Byte, brought to you by Voyager, where you can trade cryptos with no commissions, zero, get paid up to 8.5%, even if you don't own the Voyager token, which is symbol VGX. And if you do own that token, they'll pay you even more. So check out Voyager, and if you open a new account, please type in Rebel25, and you will get $25 in Bitcoin for joining. So with that said, CJ, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. Bitcoin dominance still over 40. It's back to 41.6. Ethereum is like unchanged, 18.8. It's been 18 something for weeks now, briefly popping over 20. And the overall crypto market cap edging back towards 1.7 trillion, right now at 1.693 trillion. And some of that being driven by the altcoins, of course, since Bitcoin is, it's up about 1% on the day. Ethereum leading the way as far as of those two. Ethereum's up 3.5%. And this one's one I'm still kicking myself for not buying more on the dip. And that is CJ Binance Coin. BNB Binance Coin. Yeah, we've talked about it. Yes, we've owned it. Still do own it. But I remember this one last week, CJ, when it was, 335, 340, and I thought, you know what, I'll get a chance to buy it again closer to 3. The dip, if you want to call it, that's what I'm calling it, a dip, did take it down to like 292, and that was the 30th of May. So that would have been Sunday. I thought I'd get another shot. I did not. It just kept going, and just overnight now, it's up, 11.5%, CJ. And Coinbase, COIN, and I know you have some news on that one, CJ, but Coinbase also moving up today by about 1.33%.
Yeah, well, they're releasing that debit card, so that'll be, kind of a further step towards becoming almost like a crypto bank. Not that people want to spend crypto necessarily, but just giving them the ability to, in say the height of a bull market, I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's a great idea, and I hope more exchanges and brokerages do that.
Yeah, that news, folks, is that their U.S. customers can use a debit card in Apple and Google wallets. And again, I agree with CJ, except for maybe Doge. Most people that are buying Bitcoin or Ethereum aren't really so much thinking about using it as a currency. They're more using it as a store of wealth. And even though Bitcoin hasn't seemed like as much of a store of wealth, what did it close the year last year, CJ? 29,000 roughly?
Yeah, roughly that.
So the difference between 29,000 and where it is now, 37,000, if I divide that by 29,000, it's still a respectable 27% return. Not quite as good as, when it was double that. When it doubled that, 29,000 was over 58,000 and pushed all the way up to 64.8. I know the real hardcore Bitcoin bulls, the maximalists like Kaiser, are still saying, hey, if you pull out far enough on the charts, it's still in a bull market. At best right now, it's consolidating after this just brutal beating that Bitcoin took in May. Does that mean it's over? I don't think so. I do think it goes higher. I think a lot of their really super optimistic, like Glassnode and what is their stock to flow model, had somebody had the stock to flow model had it at 288,000 this year. I'll grant you we're not halfway through the year yet, but I certainly don't see that in the cards, and I don't see Max's target in the cards either. But they've both been trading it longer than I have. I'm more of a momentum guy, and I'd say right now the momentum is sideways, and that usually means consolidation. One thing, CJ, that I'd throw out to you is that a lot of the wallets that have been open for less than 155 days are the ones that are selling right here, and the wallets that are open for more than that are buying. So in other words, the old bulls, if you will, in something as young as Bitcoin, the old bulls are still willing to buy on this dip, whereas the young Turks that got in and chased it all the way up to 64,000 and stuff, they're the ones selling down here, taking losses in the 30s. And any wallet that was open less than 155 days, chances are it's got maybe not significant losses, depending how high up they chased it. But, we're coming up on the halfway point for the year at the end of this month. That'll be the halfway point. And so 5 months down, we are basically, most of the wallets, I would say, that are young wallets are probably experiencing some pain, CJ.
Yeah, and one of the assumptions that on-chain analysis makes is that holders who have had coins or who have been around longer are generally more intelligent, or at least more experienced in theory, than somebody who's just coming into the market, say, in the last 130 days or whatever that metric that you mentioned was. So interesting to note there. Also, I want to share some data. Joe Weisenthal actually shared this morning, but it has to do with Google search trends and kind of the overlap in market participants between like meme stocks like AMC, GameStop, a lot of those, as well as searches for Bitcoin, Etherium. So by a geographic search, these buyers and sellers are pretty much lining up in terms of like the cross-pollination of those asset classes. So pretty interesting. And John, I'm sure you're aware of the crazy price action we've seen in AMC this morning.
Oh yeah, the meme stocks. CJ is part of a team on our side that we've been developing some of our own sentiment indexes, and the meme stocks are certainly Reddit-driven stocks. It's amazing, CJ, that Wall Street got it either so wrong, betting that AMC was going to fail, and positioning themselves to make money on that failure. In other words, getting short and or shorting it and then buying up the bonds so that they could perhaps make some money out of bankruptcy for that theater chain. But man, this is just really strange to see right now what's going on with the meme stocks, and a million traders with their laptops open buying the stock versus hedge funds with gazillions of dollars to commit. The apes are winning.
They're not doing it on a laptop. They're doing it on an iPhone app.
You're right. They're doing it on their iPhones.
But yeah, why don't we get to our Doges of the day? First of all, I just want to share Doge because it's came alive in the last 24 hours here. It's broken above some of those critical levels and has seen some nice volume. And so I'm thinking about buying some Doge. Haven't bought any this morning, but I may buy some after the show depending on how price action kind of shakes out. That's not going to be mine for the day though. John, I'm going to let you go ahead first and share yours, and then I'll return.
All right. And by the way, folks, Saturday Doge was on the lows 28 cents. Like CJ said, today it spiked to 43 cents. That's a pretty nice jump for Doge, especially given how many coins are out there and what the impact of that buying might be. So right now, I'm going to stick with Chainlink, CJ. It's not made a big move, but then it's been like a rock here. Symbol LINK, Chainlink. For the last week, it is up, believe it or not, and there are few cryptocurrencies that you can point to that are up. This one over the last 7 days is up 1%. It's up 1.5% today. The volume so far, a strong volume surge in Chainlink. So LINK at $30.78.
I really like Chainlink. That's a long-term hold for me as well. So be interesting to take a more in-depth look at the charts later after this. My Doge of the day today is going to be Ethereum because I really like the fact that we're creating higher lows. We're maintaining kind of consistent support levels. And ultimately, ETH is pretty much trending around a breakout level here of around 2,800. You can see it's both marked by that recent high as well as the 20 smooth moving average. And so if we get a breakout above that level of 2,800, I'll definitely look to buy that ascending triangle breakout. Because when you see things in the altcoin market, especially like when Doge starts going and things that don't normally garner any interest, it's always interesting to see the price action that comes afterwards because it really doesn't take a lot to get some of these assets really snowballed in the sense that once those type of like Doge buyers, those type of AMC buyers come in, things can really get explosive very quickly.
Well, have to agree. And I think, again, putting more or less my thumb in Max Kaiser's eye here. Sorry, Max. But I think we could see the flippening this year. Now, is it the same thing as Bitcoin? No. It's not the limited quantity at 21 million, only 18.7 million of which have been mined, and some of which have been lost forever. But Ethereum, I think, is the dominant cryptocurrency. And because of the ERC20 smart contracts and so forth that everybody's building on. I mean, yeah, there's others out there, but I think this is the dominant one. So from a use case, this is it. From a assets gather their value by their scarcity standpoint, Bitcoin is it. But so I'm endorsing CJ's pick, in other words.
All right, all right. Well, don't forget, you can join our trading room for just $1. Myself as well as Monty and our team are in there 24/7 with trade ideas, our macro portfolio education, as well as trading education curriculum. So you can try that at the link below, marketrebellion/crypto for just $1. And thank you to Voyager. We're really looking forward to having a booth with them in Bitcoin Miami 2021 here next week. So if you're around the conference, please come by and check us out. We're going to be doing a giveaway of 1 Ether. So please check that out. But that's all I got today, John. Any parting words?
No, I've got some interesting stuff I'll share tomorrow, CJ, in terms of wallets and the number of active addresses and how that has influenced what's going on in trading right now. I think you'll want to see that tomorrow, folks. Remember, you can join CJ and the team as well as thousands of traders in the crypto room for $1 for your first month. So the rest of the month of June, $1 covers you, and you'd be there for all of the insight and analysis. Speaking of which, we'll be doing some insight and analysis with AJ Monty tonight at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I guarantee we'll do at least one crypto, probably one crypto and at least one crypto-related stock, CJ, tonight with AJ Monty. You can join for free, folks. It's an absolutely complimentary webinar at 4 p.m. Eastern, but you got to sign up at marketrebellion.com. Thank you, CJ. Have a great day trading, everybody.